What's going on, guys? Patrick Poole here. This is the last and final video about the Recession series that I've been creating. So, welcome to Pat Talk. If you don't know me, I live in Alabama, and the purpose of this channel, is to help people influence and teach people how they can be successful in their own ways. So, we talked about, currency. We talked about what's happening with the market, but what we really want to talk about now in this last part about the recession is what's going to come out of this recession in 2022. Today's July 15th. So the number one thing that I believe that's going to come out of this recession is a whole new system of money, and I talked about that with crypto. But I really do believe that the days of us, holding cash is going to be gone pretty soon. It's already in the works. I think the main thing is it's a matter of time. So I would definitely be prepared to start holding more money online than ever before, because the days of having a dollar bill in your pocket, it's going away pretty quickly. That's just how. I don't know why, if 2020 was supposed to be the eye or something, or whatever you conspiracy theorists think out there, but it's a real thing. So I think that's the number one thing. I think the number two thing that's going to come out of this recession right now is jobs. I think a lot of low-skilled jobs are going to be going away. I work in retail currently for my job, and from what I've seen, a lot of these jobs, overnight jobs, jobs that people hate, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15, $20 an hour, that will be gone. Robotic technology is coming. I do believe it, especially in retail and fast food. One day there might be a robot cooking your burger in the back of a Wendy's. Like, I don't know. That's one of my theories, just away from what I've seen after COVID, and just also from looking at articles and emails on Google about what they're trying to invent and all these business ideas. I think another thing that's going to happen to come out of this recession is, on top of that, is artificial intelligence. I don't know how it's going to work, but I do believe AI is coming. Again, robots, but I think it's going to transform into the human world too, which is really interesting. I'm not saying we're going to see an iRobot or a Battlestar Galactica, half human, half robot. I don't know, but I really do think that that's another possibility that could be coming out of this recession. Like I said, these aren't bad things necessarily. I just feel like these are things that's being planned right now because of how, especially during COVID, how everything has been transferred to online. Everything is being transferred to digital. Everything that you know about traditional values is going away, and that's just where we're at in history. You have to really think about where we're at to realize what's going on. So I watched a video a while back, about time periods in history, and one thing that struck out was how every 250 years in society, in the human realm, we have seen a shift in power, or a shift in technology, or a shift in just ways things have been done for hundreds of years. So, for example, you had the Roman Empire. That lasted for a good 200-300 years, and then that collapsed. Then you had the Greek Empire. Well, you had the Greek Empire first for that 250, 300 years, maybe a little bit longer, but then you had the Roman Empire after that. Lasted 250, 300 years, maybe a little bit longer. Then you had Constantinople, and then you fast forward to today. The American Revolution was in 1776. So that was the last time we had a huge transfer of power, because if you think about it, the British have been one of the reasons why there's so much English-speaking people in the world, and why English is such a dominant language, was because the British Empire ruled the world for a long time. They were in India until the 1900s. Hong Kong just got free from British rule in 1997. When people used to say the sun never set on the British Empire, is because it's true. Like, literally, there has been an influence of English. There's been an influence of Christianity. There's been an influence of, that dominant power for a long time. But at the same time, you realize too, if we're moving into another one of these human time shifts, and you can do your research about it. This is just something that I read an article on, which I kind of agree with, because it makes sense of how things are shaping up. If that's the case, then we're in another one of those time periods. No, I don't think the world's ending. No, I don't think, we're going to see mass exodus. I don't know. But what I do believe is that we are in a time where we're transforming a lot of values that we have been doing for such a long time. And that's why the impact of this recession is bigger than any one that we've ever seen in our time history. Because if you think about it, 1776 was the thing, right? But where is technology in 1776? There you go. The Industrial Revolution was good, but that was more of a United States powerhouse that we spread out to the world, which made us a superpower as in the United States. So you really just got to take it from that perspective of think about it. If you're talking about the financial system is being disrupted, then that's everything, because everything revolves around money, right? Say what you want, but it kind of does, in my opinion. So if that's the case, then we just have to be ready to know that we're just going through one of these big changes. Could it include a change in power? It might. I don't know. I have ideas on what could be happening in terms of power, but it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. I'm thinking more of a big picture of what's going on and why this recession is bigger than any one that we've had before. So, hey, you know what? Like I said, if you want to know more about advice about what I'm doing or what you should do, watch my other video, the part 2 video. I talk about more, how to at least prepare about what you should do coming out. But that's really it. I think the main thing that you have to realize is that we're in a time shift. We're in a human cycle shift of knowledge, technology, power, all of it, because we really haven't had that revolutionary change or shift in power or shift in human ideology and ideas since the 1700s, end of 1700s, since pretty much America was born. So that's just where it's at, because I'll wrap this up here. And why am I saying that? Well, you got to look at who has resources. So natural resources is a big thing in our global society, right? Oil is pretty powerful. So if you're transacting natural resources, everything. So if you're transacting natural resources based off of one currency for a long time, that's great. But if that one currency loses its dominance in natural resources, and another country jumps in, or another country has new natural resources, now that changes everything. Because think about it: you need oil, you need power, you need food, water, and shelter. That's why they're the most important things in human society, because natural resources is everything. So for a long time, the U.S. has had power to that, and right now there's competition. So don't want to get too deep into that, but like I said, this revolutionary shift is not just a shift of money; it's a shift of natural resources, and that really is going to dictate who's in power. So, like I said, nothing to worry about in terms of that. You just need to realize that you need to get your money secure. You need to, my advice, not financial advice, was to discover more about digital assets and how you can put your money away online or offline to protect your wealth and protect your future, because there is going to be a shift. Don't know exactly when, but it's coming. So you guys be prepared, be safe, do your research. If you have any questions, you can contact me after this video. Subscribe for all my YouTube people out there. And then that's it, guys. Like I said, do your homework and go freaking win. The goal in life is to win. And I'm gonna have a video on winning soon, but go win. Y'all have a good day.